Shopper. There's a lot of perks for being a VIP shopper here at HSN, but today you get $25 off. Okay, this is honestly, I'm gonna say, this show's all about me and my favorite things. And I love to be outside, even if it's doing some chores. I like to be outside. But one thing I don't like is multiple tools. I gotta put the trimmer up, gotta get the edger, gotta put the edger up, gotta get the mower. Take a look at this from Sunjoe. It's your 3-in-1. It's your mower, it's your edger, it's your trimmer. Now look, it has enough power to get most of your front yard and your backyard, right? If you have front yard, backyard, if you have a half acre, it's gonna cover all of that for you. It is lightweight, it is easy to use, and you're getting that Sunjoe battery. Take a look, different angles here on the trimmer, on the edger to keep everything nice and tidy with the same tool. $149.95, you're getting $50 off today. You don't have to put any gas in this. There's no pull start. There's no fumes. There's none of that. It's lightweight. It's easy to use. It's super versatile. And we get Mr. Bobby Milliken joining us here today. My friend Bobby. Hey, buddy, thanks for being here.
I'm excited to make it here today.
Thanks for being here today. Well, so we were going to do this outdoors, but here it's storming outside.
A little bit of rain, had some other plans for us today.
Bobby came in. I appreciate you, my friend.
Glad to be here. So what we have here is a 3-in-1 tool, unlike really I've ever seen before. So it's that time of the year, it's raining to your point, and the grass is growing, which means we need to be doing the mowing. So you get your mower out, you mow it. Then you do the edging. Then you do around the mailbox with the trimming. 1, 2, 3 different tools. What we have here today for you is a 3-in-1 from us at Sunjoe. We've been in the business 15 years. We're celebrating 5 years with you right here at HSN. Let me show you how it works. First of all, this is how lightweight it is. It's under 10 pounds. I can literally lift it with 2 fingers. I can kind of twirl it around like a baton. That's how lightweight and easy it is. So if you're looking at this like, is that heavy? No. Is it intimidating? No. We got a helper handle for you. Assembly is simple. You pop the cover on, pop the helper handle, and that's it. And listen to the power. You hear that? That's what's going on under the hood. And if you're wondering, how is that power? Do I have to plug that in? No. Do I need to go get the gas can?
Yeah,
no.
right.
Everything is powered back here by our Sunjoe 24-volt lithium-ion battery. And I'll tell you about, a little bit more about that in our presentation. So I don't have any live demos, but I'm just gonna kind of go through the motion so you get an idea, okay? First of all, if you squeeze the trigger, it's not gonna work. Why? Because we have your safety in mind. We have a little safety. You use your thumb, you push it in, squeeze the trigger. That's how you get it going. And then you just start operating left and right, whatever kind of trimming that you need to do. So that's the first, is just kind of going around the flower beds or whatever you need to do. Now I'm gonna show you this. This is pretty cool, Ty. I don't know if you saw this before. It has a pivoting head. Do you see how I just rotated that? All right, then you have a pivot here. So you've got 2 pivots. Now I break this right down to the ground. See that wheel? Now I've just transformed this into an lining edging tool. Right. You see that? So I'm gonna go over here to the side and just kind of give you an idea. I'll bring it over here. And look at this. You can just line up the edge right like that, right along your grass, your sidewalks, your patios. It's easy. I mean, you don't have to bend down. By the way, the pole itself is telescopic. So if you're tall like Ty and I, 6 foot over, you got this. If you're a little bit shorter, you can do that. And then to get it back, pivot, do this, and this is the third part. You ready for it? So we shown it as an edger, shown it as a weed whacker. Now what you're gonna do, we're not done there, I'm gonna pivot this back, because what I'm gonna do is put this into the mower configuration. You go down in here, lift this up with your back foot, and now look at this. Now, this is a mower. I've got the deck up high, so I'm not cutting anything in here in our artificial turf. But what you've just done, Ty, is you've literally transformed your trimmer to an edger, now into a mower, and it's so lightweight. I mean, look at this. I can literally lift it with one hand while it's in operation. That's how lightweight it is. Now listen, I'm not saying if you've got acres and acres of land that this is your go-to mower.
No,
I'm not saying that.
But for most of us,
the smaller areas, this is a really neat option, a really neat technique to take care of the small areas.
And listen, if you really want that yard to look good, you have to be edging. I know a lot of us, we're like, well, I don't want to spend the money on another tool. I don't want to buy another tool. I'll just go out there and mow, and maybe I'll just trim a little bit. But to get that edge, and you're getting that edger as well, to do all of that in something that's easy to store. If you have a small garage, if you have a small shed, you don't have a place place for an edger and a trimmer and a mower and a gas can.
Right against the
That's
wall.
It. That's it. Oh yeah, you could hang that. You don't have room for a gas can and the oil and all of that. This is going to do it for you, and this is going to be all three of those tools for you out there. Even if you just have a little patch of grass and you just want to keep that nice and clean, you're getting it right there. $149.95. Now, can you explain to me, Bobby, what kind of a wire is that underneath? Do I need to replace that, or what kind of?
Yeah, that's a string spool.
What's doing the cutting?
Yeah, it's a string spool underneath there, and it automatically gets it out for you. Okay, you don't have to bump or do anything like that. And I believe we give you 3, if I'm not mistaken. Double check with the producer. I think you get 3 strands of the spool. Okay, you can double check me. I think it's over 15 to 16 feet of that. But it's heavy duty, high gauge. You're going to get 12 inches of cutting area. So that's the diameter that you can get in one pass. And as you're watching this video, she was a first-time user. We gave this tool, did some videoing, and there, look how nice and easy she's walking along her edge, just lining it.
That edge looks so good.
It's so important, right? Because that's like that finishing touch that really like separates your yard from somebody who just mowed and stopped. They like, you're like, no, finish it.
Or they just got the trimmer and they're trying to, they're trying to get the trimmer up here. Now you've got that wheel on the front, which gives you that perfect line. And I know a lot of us don't want to go out and buy a mower, put gas in it, or we get a trimmer and an edger and you're running a cord. I'm telling you, I am done with extension cords. I am done with them. Ever since Sunjo and the Sunjo battery, you don't need the cord anymore. And I want to mention the battery. If you go to hsn.com, the battery alone is $49.99, I believe, at hsn.com. It's a $50 battery. And Bobby, you're getting one included today.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about it. Our battery is kind of award-winning, if I could be so bold. We're very proud of it. It's our lithium-ion battery. It's no fade power. It's long-lasting. You hit the button there, and you can see I've got 3 green out of 3 LEDs. That means it's fully charged. Give this a good charge. You're going to get a good run time on this, depending on what exactly you're cutting and the depth of it. But the neat thing about this battery, to Ty's point, this by itself is $49. It's included with your purchase. Not only that, you can use the same Sunjo battery in over 150 of our other Snowjo and Sunjo items. So if you want a backup battery, I don't know if we have an animation or graphic to get backups, but you do get one included.
It is on there. We have some others if you're doing some others. Yes, actually 40, but just to let you know, you're getting it included. This is your first Sunjo item that you're picking up. You're getting that battery, so when you buy other Sunjo items, and believe me, you get one Sunjo item, you find how easy it is to use, how great, how well designed. That's the other thing with this. If you take a look, as we're looking at this, it's what I like to say, my favorite kind of products are everything you need and nothing you don't. There's, you get a big mower out there and there's a lot of moving parts and oil and gas, and this is everything you need and nothing you don't. It is simple to use, easy to use with that battery, and at $149.95, save yourself $50. Use the 5 flexible payments today as well. Like you said, for most of us, your front yard, your side yard, your backyard, this is going to do it.
And again, if you're just tuning in, you're like, okay, what is this? Is that a mower? This is a string trimmer, okay, at its core. I want to be very transparent. It's a very powerful string trimmer. It's over 400 watts. This string, listen to it. That's going over 8,000 revolutions per minute. So it is powerful. It is strong. It will do the cutting. So the star of the show is this in itself. We're just showing you the versatility and the durability, the fact that you can go from one tool to 3 others. If you've got big, thick grass and you've got a big acres of lawn, this is not a mower for you. The mower is an accessory to add on, to really kind of the icing on the cake. So that if you just have a smaller yard or a little area, you can easily basically put your trimmer into a mower position, and then you can trim from there. So let me go from the top. This is the string trimmer, okay? So you're going to be able to go like this. And Ty, can I walk over here and just show you? I just want to pretend.
I'll follow you.
Let's say this was a plant, okay? The wheel also acts as a guard, so you know where you're going. So you're not going to knock a plant over. So you can really easily go right around whatever you're doing. So that's the first thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it stationary here, and I'm going to transition it, okay? There's a button here. See this little gray button? This is what you're going to push in. So I'm going to turn around, push that, and now I swivel it. See that swivel action? Turn it there, pivot it down. Now what I've done is I've just transformed a trimmer into an edger, and I'll take it down to the ground, kind of simulate it up here. Now that wheel, which was a guard, now it's helping me line it up like perfectly each side. And I don't have to push, I don't have to push. It's like vacuuming. I could do this like without even looking. You're just gonna make sure you obviously stay in line with your driveway, whether it has a curvature or not. And then lastly, how do you get it back? Well, it's super simple. You pinch your fingers here, and you're gonna tilt this, okay? And then this goes back into place. Now, if you do want to use this extension to turn it into more of a mower / trimmer, you just put it in there, take your back foot, stay with me, and lift it up. And look how gently it slides in there. I'll turn it on. Look at this. And now you're basically vacuuming your lawn. Again, it's not a full-on lawnmower, it's a heavy-duty string trimmer put in a lawnmower configuration to make it super simple, super easy, and super convenient for you, Ty.
Oh, it is lightweight, it is well built, and it has everything that you need. Remember, it's a 3-in-1. Whether maybe you just have a small patch of grass that you want to keep it nice and clean. If you have a front yard and a backyard and a side yard, this is going to cover you here, but keeping it clean. I know a lot of us don't want to spend the extra money on an edger, right? We probably have a trimmer, you probably have some big mower that takes gas, and look at the size. See how it lifted up there?
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Oh, I forgot to even tell you.
Yes, you can kind of decide how high you want that grass. You got some grass. Here in Florida, we like our grass to grow a little bit longer, right? We like it to be nice and kind of big in the front yard there, so we can raise it up a little bit. So you do have some options there at $149.99. Your flexible payment is $29.99. You know, this might be for mom or dad. Maybe dad doesn't get out and do as much yard work as he used to do, or maybe they moved into a smaller home, but they still want to keep it nice and clean right there. This will do it. You're getting the battery included. I mean, this thing is everything you need. You see that? Right underneath it, it's easy and it is lightweight. Can you show us that if we do want to cut parts a little bit lower or keep things a little bit taller?
Thank you for reminding me. So you also have control of how high the deck is. Obviously, the higher it is, the longer you want your grass to be, the lower to the ground, the more it's going to cut. So this is that lever right there. See how, Ty, as I'm moving it, it's getting higher and higher? So you can lock in 5 different positions from that high down to all the way 5 down to this low. I like to keep it kind of somewhere in the middle, but again, just depends on how high your grass is, how much cutting. Again, assembly, we give you the deck, we give you the pole assembly. Remember, it's telescopic in the pole, so you can make this longer or shorter depending on your height. You pop on the helper handle. I love that we give this to you just kind of for a little more control in it, although when you put it in the lawnmower, I don't really even need that, but it's nice to have it for some people, just an extra helper handle. The wheels are nice and rugged. They're going to go over your driveway and your grass, and it just makes sense. You know, you go to get one tool, you finish a job, you're like, do I have the second tool I need? And then you get the second tool, you're like, oh, I need to finish up with some weed. Do I have that tool? So instead of going to get 2 or 3 different tools, what we're saying is, hey, let's get it all done. One tool. We give you the battery that basically works in all 3 tools because, again, this is a 3-in-1. And remember, that same battery works in over 150 of our other Sunjoe items. So this is a huge deal, in my opinion, because the battery's built in alone.
Yeah, so $49.95 is just the battery alone. So then for $100, you're getting the trimmer, you're getting the edger, you're getting the mower as well. I want you to think about purchasing 3 different outdoor tools, your mower, your edger, you easily spend that. You'll spend $149.95 on a mower alone or a trimmer all by itself. This is your 3-in-1. This is what Sunjoe does. It's why I asked for Sunjoe on my summer host faves pick here. It's because Sunjoe says, look, we want to go out and do these jobs, and we're going to give you everything that you need in your tool. It's going to be easy to use. It's not going to be anything extraneous. You're not going to need any gas, none of that. You don't even need an extension cord. No. Sunjoe is for all of us, right? Look, there are some professional lawn care companies, yes, and they use all the gas-powered stuff, and that's great. But for you and me, you know, cleaning our front yard, our backyard, our side yard, Sunjoe speaks to us.
Well, that's what we want to do. We want to give you the right tool for the right job, and this is it. And again, our biggest thing is let's not make it intimidating. Let's make it powerful, 400 watts of power, but let's make it lightweight, under 10 pounds. I'm lifting it and throwing it, catching it, twirling it like a baton rather. The point is you can